take all comers. I don't duck any man.
Can we assume that Michael Dokes is one of the prospects?
All comers. Come one, come all, because nobody could get close to me. They're not even close. I'm the best fighter in the world. There's never any doubts in my mind because I'm the best in the world, even though a lot of you don't like to hear it. It's fact. I'm the best. You know what I mean? Sometimes I don't want to believe it myself, but it's the truth. I'm the best.
Picture this. An 18-year-old kid walks into a boxing ring. Within seconds, grown men are flat on their backs, unconscious. This isn't a movie. This is Mike Tyson's early career, and what he did to his opponents was absolutely terrifying. Most people remember Mike Tyson as the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. They remember the gold teeth, the face tattoos, the controversies. But there was a time when Tyson was just a teenager, with fists like sledgehammers and a hunger for destruction that had never been seen before in boxing. In his first 22 professional fights, Mike Tyson scored 19 knockouts. The average fight time, under 2 minutes. Some fights lasted less than 40 seconds. But here's what's really shocking. Most of these fights ended with his opponents either unconscious or too afraid to continue. This is the story of the most brutal knockout artist boxing has ever seen. Let's start with June 20th, 1985, Atlantic City, New Jersey. Mike Tyson is about to have his 4th professional fight. His opponent, Ricardo Spain. This was Tyson's first fight in front of a big crowd, his first real test in front of the boxing world. The atmosphere in the arena is electric. Everyone's curious about this young kid they'd been hearing whispers about. Cus D'Amato, Tyson's trainer, had been telling anyone who would listen that he had discovered the next great heavyweight champion. The fight starts, and Spain comes out aggressively. For a moment, it looks like he might actually put up a real fight. Tyson seems to be on the defensive, taking a series of 12 unanswered strikes from Spain. Spain gets confident. He tries to get close, tries to clinch. This is the worst mistake of his career. In an instant, everything changes. Tyson explodes with a left hook that comes from nowhere. Spain's legs give out immediately. He hits the deck hard, his body crumpling like a broken marionette. The crowd gasps. Spain struggles to get up at the count of 8, his legs shaky, his eyes glazed over. The referee gives the command to resume fighting. Both fighters go on the attack. Both miss their initial targets. But Tyson is faster. Always faster. He immediately lands another left hook straight to Spain's jaw. Spain's knees buckle. He's about to take 2 more devastating blows when the referee jumps in and stops the fight. The announcer can barely contain his shock. Boy, that was quick. Boy, that was fast. Ricardo Spain had just discovered what dozens of other fighters would learn the hard way. You don't mess with Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson's 4th fight. First fight in front of a big-time audience, though. This time not in. Mike Tyson. Like a steam hammer. As Ricardo Spain has already found out. Boy, that was quick. Boy, that was fast. We destroyed him there. Well, we wondered, didn't we, when we saw that?
September 5th, 1985. Mike Tyson's 8th professional fight. His opponent is Michael Johnson. The fight is scheduled for multiple rounds. It lasts exactly 39 seconds. From the opening bell, Tyson stalks Johnson like a predator hunting wounded prey. Johnson tries to keep his distance, tries to use his jab to keep Tyson at bay. It doesn't work. After the first exchange of blows, Tyson steps inside Johnson's guard. He delivers a crushing left hook directly to Johnson's liver. It's a body shot that would make grown men cry and beg for mercy. The liver shot is one of the most painful punches in boxing. When you get hit clean in the liver, your body shuts down. Johnson crumples to the floor, clutching his side in pure agony, gasping for air like a fish out of water. Somehow, Johnson manages to get back to his feet. He's hurt badly, but he's trying to continue. Tyson sees that Johnson is wounded. Like a shark smelling blood in the water, he rushes in immediately. He throws a powerful right cross that connects perfectly with Johnson's head. Johnson goes down again, this time for good. Total time, 39 seconds. The commentator describes it perfectly. That was a brutal, wide-open punch. He did not have his guard up, and Mike Tyson made him pay.
Out he goes, the left hook. Just buried him, dug him in the ribs.
I think it was a left
advantage,
and he put it all there.
The right to the head, and it's all over. Goodbye.
I hope he's not hurt because that was a brutal, wide-open punch.
He did not have his guard up, and Mike Tyson just dead.
Just 6 weeks later, October 25th, 1985, Tyson faced Robert Coyle in Atlantic City. This was supposed to be an 8-round fight. Coyle was taller than Tyson, with a longer reach. On paper, he had the physical advantages. Boxing isn't fought on paper. The scheduled 8-round match began quickly and ended just as quickly. In the first round, Tyson crushed his taller opponent with a powerful left hook that seemed to come from another dimension. Coyle hit the canvas hard. The referee began counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fight over. Time, 37 seconds. Another devastating knockout for the young destroyer. The pattern was becoming clear. It didn't matter how tall you were, how experienced you were, or how tough you thought you were. When Mike Tyson hit you clean, the fight was over.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
November 13th, 1985, Houston, Texas. Mike Tyson versus Eddie Richardson. By this point, word was spreading throughout the boxing world. There was a teenage monster loose in the heavyweight division. The arena is packed with spectators. Everyone's getting comfortable, expecting another quick knockout. 1 minute and 17 seconds into the first round, Tyson delivers a left hook to Eddie's head. Richardson's head snaps back violently. His legs give out instantly. He drops like a stone. The crowd erupts in a mixture of excitement and horror. Richardson tries to get up, but his body won't cooperate. The referee counts to 10. Another knockout. A commentator makes an observation that would prove prophetic. I see right now a major flaw and problem in Mike Tyson's career, and that's going to be finding opponents who can last more than 1 round. He was absolutely right. Tyson was destroying everyone so quickly that finding quality opponents was becoming impossible.
Taking so long. If they can find some fights,
Left hand almost drove Richardson right through the canvas.
he not only knocked him down, but he absolutely carried him through the air.
And it's over.
I see right now a major flaw and problem in Mike Tyson's career, and that's going.
January 11th, 1986, Albany, New York. Mike Tyson versus David Jacko. This fight would showcase Tyson's relentless finishing ability better than any other. Jacko had studied Tyson's previous fights. He had a game plan. Every time Tyson tried to develop an attack, Jacko would clinch. He would grab hold of Tyson, lean on him, try to tire him out. The problem was that Tyson was too strong and too determined. After one combination, Tyson manages to break free and land a strike on David's head. Jacko hits the canvas. The blow isn't too strong, and David manages to get back up, but Tyson smells blood in the water. Like a predator that has wounded its prey, he immediately rushes to finish his opponent. He moves like a pendulum in front of his discouraged rival, looking for the perfect opening. He finds it. Tyson throws another left hook. Jacko's legs buckle again. He hits the canvas for the second time. Jacko struggles to his feet, but he's in serious trouble now. You can see the frustration building in Tyson's eyes. He wants to end this fight with a single devastating blow. He loads up and throws a monstrous left hook. He misses. But Tyson's reflexes are incredible. The moment his left hook misses, he immediately follows up with a right cross to Jacko's head. The punch connects clean. David is back on the floor for the third time. The referee has no choice but to stop the fight due to the 3 knockdown rule. 3 knockdowns in one fight. This wasn't just knockout power. This was sustained, relentless destruction. After scoring quick knockouts in his first dozen fights, some boxing experts began to question Tyson's conditioning. William Hosea was about to find out that stamina wasn't the issue. Power was still the issue. The fight starts with a clinch. Tyson catches William with a right cross, and tries to develop an attack with a powerful series of punches. Most of the blows glance off Hosea's arms and shoulders, but the sheer number and heavy pace are overwhelming. Finally, the accumulated damage becomes too much. Hosea falls to the floor of the ring, not from any single devastating punch, but from the relentless pressure. Here's where it gets interesting. Hosea clearly doesn't want to continue fighting. He's not badly hurt. He could probably get up and continue, but he's made a calculation. Getting up means taking more punishment from a man who hits like a heavyweight truck. So he deliberately stays down. He doesn't rise before the count of 10. The referee stops the fight. Hosea has basically quit, rather than face more punishment from Tyson. This was becoming a pattern. Fighters weren't just losing to him, they were giving up. The psychological damage was as devastating as the physical punishment.
It's going to follow suit. Marky Reggie Gross only lasted 1 round in his last fight. Well, I thought he did.
July 11th, 1986, Swan Lake, New York. Mike Tyson versus Lorenzo Boyd. By this time, Tyson is on the verge of fighting for the championship title. Boyd is described as a normal, average boxer, but decent skills aren't enough when you're facing Mike Tyson. Boyd can't mount any serious resistance. In the second round, he tries to break through Tyson's defense. It's useless. Tyson waits for his moment. When he sees an opening, he unleashes a powerful right uppercut. The punch overshoots and misses. No problem. The moment his uppercut misses, he immediately adjusts and throws a right hook to Boyd's body. The body shot doubles Boyd over. His hands drop to protect his ribs. With Boyd's head exposed, Tyson immediately follows up with a right uppercut to the head. It's a perfect combination. Body shot to bring the hands down. Head shot to finish the job. Lorenzo Boyd crumples to the ring floor. The referee begins counting. 6, 7, 8. Boyd will not get up. It's over. A commentator perfectly captures what just happened. Show me what heavyweight throws punches that quick. Those were 2 right hands, 1 to the body, 1 to the head. You snap your fingers, and it was over.
The count is 5. The count is 6. The count is 8. He will not get up. It's over.
Sam, show me what heavyweight throws punches that quick. Those were 2 right hands, 1 to the body, and you snap your fingers.
July 1986, Mike Tyson versus Marvis Frazier. This fight would become the shortest of Tyson's entire professional career. Marvis Frazier wasn't just any opponent. He was the son of former heavyweight champion Smokin' Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier was his son's trainer and manager. What Joe was thinking when he matched his son against Mike Tyson isn't entirely clear. From the opening bell, Tyson corners his opponent like a predator trapping its prey. He hits Marvis with a right uppercut. The punch lands clean on Frazier's chin. Marvis is shocked. His legs buckle. Before Marvis can recover, Tyson unleashes a series of powerful blows. Left hook, right cross, left hook again. The punches are coming so fast that Marvis can't defend himself. Marvis Frazier falls to the canvas. His body hits the ring floor with a sickening thud. The referee starts counting, but it's immediately clear that Frazier is unconscious. He's not just knocked down, he's completely out. His eyes are closed, his body is limp. The referee stops counting and calls for the ringside doctor. Frazier lies motionless on the canvas for several minutes. When he finally comes to his senses, he's confused and disoriented. The fight lasted exactly 30 seconds. This was Tyson's shortest professional fight ever. The commentator can barely believe it. The first time you saw him here on ABC Sports. What an uppercut. The right uppercut that ended it all.
Ferguson, the first time you saw him here on ABC Sports.
Watch the uppercut, the right uppercut.
The fight against Alfonso Ratliff was Tyson's last bout before challenging Trevor Berbick for the championship title. Tyson needed to make a statement that he was ready for championship-level competition. Tyson quickly figures out his opponent, demonstrating the brilliant technique that made him special. He waits for his moment, dodges to the left, and throws a powerful left hook straight into Ratliff's jaw. Alfonso hits the canvas hard. Ratliff climbs to his knees and waits until the referee counts to 9 before getting up. He's showing incredible heart, but he's also making a terrible mistake. Tyson sees that Ratliff is hurt and rushes in to finish the job. He shoots a series of 8 punches in rapid succession. Ratliff finds some temporary relief in a clinch, but it's only delaying the inevitable. After the referee breaks the clinch, Tyson begins beating Ratliff near the ropes. The punishment is relentless and brutal. The referee has seen enough. He steps in and stops the fight. Another knockout for the future champion.
And there was a left hand, and Ratliff will sit it out. Can the man finish? And Tyson has left little doubt about that so far. Right hand, that should be just about it. Davey Pearl looking very closely. And that's all. It's over.
Bicycle had a flat tire.
And the rider fell off.
May 31st, 1987. Mike Tyson versus Pinklin Thomas. By this time, Tyson owns the WBA and WBC belts. Thomas comes into this fight with impressive credentials. 3 victories in a row. He's considered a serious test for the 20-year-old champion. At the beginning of the fight, it looks like Thomas might actually give Tyson some trouble. For 5 full rounds, Thomas manages to handle Tyson's pressure. This is unusual. Most fighters are unconscious by the 2nd round, but in the 6th round, everything changes. Tyson's conditioning and relentless pressure finally begin to wear Thomas down. Thomas makes a small mistake. He drops his hands for just a split second. That's all Tyson needs. He unleashes a series of powerful uppercuts and hooks from both hands. Some of the punches land directly on Thomas's jaw. Then Tyson lands another left hook that sends Thomas crumpling to the canvas. Thomas tries to get up, but his body won't respond. He doesn't have time to rise before the count reaches 10. It's worth noting that before this fight with Mike Tyson, Thomas had never been knocked down in his entire career. Tyson had just broken another fighter's perfect record.
Stop a championship fight. I think he counted him out. I'm not sure if that's going to be scored as a TKO or a knockout. I think he may have counted him out. We'll have to wait.
March 1988. Mike Tyson versus Tony Tubbs. Tyson is now the absolute world heavyweight champion, holding all the major belts. The fight doesn't last long. In the 2nd round, Tyson throws a single left hook, just 1 punch. But it's the perfect punch, perfectly timed, perfectly placed, perfectly executed. The hook connects with Tubbs's jaw with devastating force. Tubbs's head snaps to the side. His eyes roll back. His legs give out completely. He hits the canvas so hard that the ring shakes. The count reaches 10. Tubbs still hasn't moved. Medical personnel rush into the ring to check on him. It takes several minutes before he regains consciousness. 1 punch, 1 knockout, championship retained. This is what made Tyson so terrifying. He just needed to land 1 clean shot, and the fight was over.
Tubbs is hurt. Tubbs is hurt badly.
In the ring, the fight is over.
With stunning swiftness.
The fight against Frank Bruno came during a difficult period in Tyson's life. He was divorcing his wife and dealing with legal issues. He had only a couple of weeks to prepare for this fight. Personal problems didn't slow down Tyson's fists. From the first seconds, he launches an effective attack. Bruno hits the canvas. It's a knockdown, but Bruno manages to recover. For the next several rounds, Bruno actually displays some good boxing skills. He's one of the few fighters who can trade punches with Tyson and survive. But in the 5th round, Tyson begins to take control. He strikes with a series of punches that drives Bruno backward against the ropes. That's where Tyson begins to continuously beat him. The punishment is so severe that Bruno's corner throws in the towel. The referee moves in and stops the fight. Michael Tyson wins by 5th round technical knockout.
Bruno's already tagged with a right hand. And there goes Bruno for the first time of the fight. The first right hand that got him, he was down. Richard Steele has moved in and has stopped the fight. It's all over. Michael Tyson wins on a 5th round TKO.
The fight against Donovan Ruddock was different from Tyson's usual quick knockouts. Ruddock was a hefty Canadian who was afraid of Tyson, but not to the point where he would immediately collapse. Ruddock was most likely a natural southpaw fighting in an orthodox stance. He was a good, but limited boxer. His entire technique centered around landing his signature punch, something between a hook and an uppercut with his left hand. The fight proceeded as a bitter struggle, with some advantage going to Tyson. In the 7th round, Tyson connects with a left hook to Ruddock's jaw. Ruddock staggers and leans on the ropes. Tyson rushes in to finish his opponent, but referee Richard Steele suddenly stops the fight, calling a TKO. The decision is controversial because Ruddock was still standing and still fighting back. After the fight officially ends, a brawl begins in the ring. Security guards have to rush in to restore order. This fight showed that even when Tyson couldn't get a clean knockout, he was still dominating world-class opponents. December 1995. Tyson versus Buster Mathis Jr. This fight took place after Tyson's 3-year prison sentence during his comeback to boxing. The sports world was watching to see if Tyson still had the old knockout power. Mathis held his defense well and avoided Tyson's punches for the first 2 rounds, but old habits die hard. In the 3rd round, Tyson finds his opening. He sends Buster Mathis Jr. to the floor with a perfectly timed right uppercut. Mathis's head snaps backward. His body goes limp. He hits the canvas hard and doesn't move. The count reaches 10. Mathis still hasn't moved. The referee calls a knockout. Even after years in prison, even after being away from boxing for 3 years, Tyson's power was still devastating.
He didn't beat the count.
A devastating right uppercut, 2 of them by Mike Tyson, and he is knocked down Buster Mathis Jr.
What separated Mike Tyson from other great knockout artists was the fear factor he created throughout the entire heavyweight division. Other fighters had knockout power, but none created the psychological climate that Tyson created. Fighters would literally have nightmares about facing Tyson. Some would find excuses to avoid fights with him. Others would take fights, but mentally prepare themselves for defeat. When Tyson walked to the ring, you could feel the tension in the arena. Part of this intimidation came from his physical appearance. At 5'10" and around 220 pounds, Tyson wasn't the biggest heavyweight, but he was built like a human weapon. His pre-fight interviews added to this intimidation factor. While other fighters would talk about respecting their opponents, Tyson would make statements that sounded like death threats. "I want to break his ribs and make him suffer," he would say. These weren't just promotional sound bites. They sounded like genuine promises of violence. What made young Mike Tyson so terrifying wasn't just his power, his speed, or his technique. It was the complete package: the physical gifts, the mental preparation, the technical skills, and the genuine aura of menace that surrounded him. When you watch those early fights, you're not just watching boxing matches, you're watching systematic destruction. The 30-second destruction of Marvis Frazier, the liver shot that crumpled Michael Johnson, the triple knockdown of David Jacko. But here's what's really interesting. Many boxing experts believe that young, hungry Mike Tyson was actually more dangerous than champion Mike Tyson. The young version was leaner, faster, and had that burning desire to prove himself. Which of these early knockouts do you think was the most brutal? Was it the 30-second destruction of Marvis Frazier, the liver shot that made Michael Johnson crumple in agony, the devastating left hook that sent Tony Tubbs into unconsciousness? Let me know in the comments which Tyson knockout impressed you the most. And if you want to see more stories about boxing's most dangerous fighters, make sure to subscribe. There are plenty more brutal boxing stories where these came from.